10 Sundays away, and you gotta check out these Week 1 trends. In general, you're gonna find out Week 1 home teams have not fared well lately. Let's start with divisional home underdogs. Since 2009, divisional home underdogs 23-7 ATS, against the spread that is, and 18-10-2 straight up. There was only one home divisional underdog last year, Colts against Texans. This year there's 4. Here are the 4 divisional home underdogs in week number 1. Chargers are grabbing 2.5 against the Chiefs on Friday night. Yes, on Friday. Browns are plus 5.5 at home against the Bengals. Falcons are at home plus 2.5 against the Bucks. And the Seahawks are at home plus the 1.5 against the Niners. Remember, 23-7 ATS divisional home dogs in week 1. How about just divisional underdogs in week 1 in general, home or away? 37-18-2 against the spread since 2014. There are 7 divisional underdogs in week 1 this year. The 4 that I mentioned, Chargers, Browns, Falcons, and Seahawks. And add to that, Giants plus 6.5 over Washington, Lions plus the 2.5 over Green Bay, and the Vikings plus the 1 against the Bears on Monday. Divisional underdogs 37-18-2 against the spread. How about just home underdogs in general? There are 7 of them this year. Chargers, Browns, Falcons, Seahawks, Jets plus the 3 against the Steelers, Colts plus the 1 against the Dolphins, and the Saints plus the 6 against the Cardinals. Drop your best home underdog for week 1 in the comments. Now let's talk divisional road underdogs of plus 6.5 points or less. They're 21-10-1 against the spread. And last year, both divisional road underdogs of plus 6.5 points or less crushed their opponent. The Saints won 47-10 against Carolina at Carolina, and the Chargers won 22-10 in Las Vegas. Division road underdogs of 6.5 points or less this year: Giants plus 6.5 against Washington, Lions plus the 2 against the Packers, and the Vikings on Monday plus the 1 at the Bears. Let's move on to this next trend. NFL opening week road teams that won 4 to 6 games last season, between 4 to 6. This trend is 54-23-1 ATS since 2004. There are 4 road teams this year in week number 1 that won between 4 and 6 games last season. Carolina's getting 2.5 at Jacksonville. Giants plus the 6.5 at Washington. Raiders are getting plus 3 at New England. And the Niners are minus 2 at Seattle. The next trend is crazy. 3-18-1 against the spread. Home teams in week 1 of the NFL between the ranges in the spread of plus 3 to minus 3. Versus non-conference, that is. Last year, the Cowboys crushed the Browns at the Browns, 33-17, and the Steelers won in Atlanta, 18-10. Non-conference in week 1. You want to bet against home teams if there's a lineup between plus 3 and minus 3. And there are 6 games this year. You'd want to bet against the Jets, the Colts, the Jags, the Patriots, the Rams, and the Bills. The Steelers are minus 2.5 at the Jets. The Dolphins are minus 1 at the Colts. Panthers are plus 2.5 at Jacksonville. Raiders are plus 3 at New England. Texans plus 2.5 at the Rams. And the Ravens are plus 1 at the Bills. 3-18-1 ATS. That's a pretty strong trend betting against these home teams. Let's move on to the next trend, betting against the Super Bowl winner. The hangover trend, you know what I'm saying. Since 2000, the winner of the Super Bowl is now 6-19 ATS in week 1, 11-14 straight up. Last year was a winner. The Chiefs opened up, beat the Ravens 27-10. This year, the Eagles open up at home, minus 7 against Dallas. What do you like in that game? Put it in the comments. I want to hear it. And check out how the public's been doing lately in the NFL. Pretty good compared to years past. The public ATS betting record last year, when picks are above 50% onto one side, 139, 133, and 8 ATS. The year before was even better, 137, 126, and 2 against the spread. 3 years ago was the worst for the public, 122, 149, and 8 ATS. And check this out. When 75% of the public likes one side of a game, last year went 28, 16, and 2 against the spread. The year before, 32, 28, and 2 the public. Some interesting trends. Any other trends you would like us to post or look into? Put it in the comments and let us know who you like for week 1.